before showing you a very interesting table, very significant one, as it appears in one book, Numbers, so Deuteronomy, in one chapter, the fourth one, Dalet, and in few verses, from 27 to 39, unbelievable. So what is the message in this one? The exile in black, in Hebrew, Galut. Galut is the exile of Edom. As you see just now, verse of Matityahu Glazerson, you will understand what is the exile of Edom. Then you will see here more interesting things, very, very relevant to our time, very, very important message in it. But let us see before, interesting gematria, Edom, yeah, the state, Europe. And if you saw my book about gematria, one of the big gematria is that the final letters are hundreds. So the final mem is 600, so together comes to 611, which is the same gematria in Torah, which means Edom, the leftists, all this materialistic nation people are against Torah. Torah is from God, and definitely what those nations of Edom are doing, things against the Torah. So Torah and Edom one against the other. The same gematria of Torah is Sod Israel, secret of Israel. Secret means this is the basis of Israel. Torah. Yeah, Torah. This is what kept Israel up to these days. And those people, like Reform, others, so their grandchildren, they are out of Judaism. So let us see what very famous rabbi, his name is Matityahu Glazerson, his book Strive for News, from very famous books. So Rabbi Glazerson, a letter from Eliyahu, Michtav Eliyahu is in Hebrew, in English it is Strive for Truth, compiled from several places in the end of days. This is what he mentions there in a few places. Now this is what he says. The kingdom of Edom is called the pig, because we know the four unclean animals represent the four kingdoms. We know the camel, the Babylonian, and the pig represents Edom, because also the interesting explanation, because the pig have the split hooves, look like kosher, but basically does not choose a cat, and anybody who comes in doesn't come out. In fact, this is exactly what Edom is. Russia, all those, unfortunately, nations that in the past did a lot of damage to Jews. So the pig returning a crown. The meaning of the pig in Hebrew is chazir, to return. So they will return a crown to its honor, which is Israel. In fact, you can see that before Stalin, Mashmo, and others were very much against Israel. Now slowly, the attitude is different, even not yet fully, but no doubt it is not like it was before. That is the kingdom of Messiah, which goes and emerges from the kingdom of Edom. It means that the end of Edom is the beginning of Messiah. So this is, now we'll explain, by the destruction of the kingdom of Edom, the kingdom of heaven rises and is revealed. This was revealed in a very famous verse, and the kingdom belongs to God. Hashem Yeshua, very famous. How will the destruction of Edom come? By the destruction of this world. When God brings the world to such a state that the foundation of the world life will collapse, the peace will be shaken. The life of the individual will turn into a life of worry, fear and anguish, and the whole world will stand under the terror of destruction and destruction. means that we see so clearly all these signs that we are very, very near to the Messiah. So let us see the table, very, very significant one. Why? Because it appears in one book, Deuteronomy, which is according to the Vilna Gaon, indicating to our millennia. In one chapter, Dalet 4, and in few verses from Kavzain 27 to 39. No? So what you have here? You have your best meeting of the word Galut in black. You see, in black is Galut, exile of Edom. This is exactly where we are now. Israel are in the exile of Edom, which means, what is exile of Edom? It means that they are under the rulership of Edom. No? How can you see it today? You can see today that Israel have to do what Biden wants. You see Biden. You see Biden in the state. And what he wants, he doesn't want Somritz to be the Minister of Defense, no, and also not being Gvir, they don't like it, because they want the Palestinian state and so on, and those people, Somritz and Ben Gvir are against this. They believe in the Torah, and they believe that God gave the land to Israel. But what we can do is our leftists, small, and they listen to what Biden say, not believing the Torah, unfortunately. But they also, in the end, you can see no more Meretz, which were against the Torah, and some other, all this also exactly what Rabbi Eliyahu Desser says, that the end is coming. So, but unfortunately, we are still under the reign of the state of Biden. Amazing, in red, Biden, full writing of Biden. And no, what it shows that we are really under no independence, Israel. They cannot do what they want to, even though most of the people want Ben Gvir in Israel, they want Somritz to be the Minister of Defense, they want really what the Torah says, that Israel belongs to Jews, and the whole land belongs to them, No. So, but Biden. Then it's amazing, it's a great danger, Biden, Iran, because, Iran is growing a lot of new missiles and rockets and so on around Israel, 100,000, even more. And those planes that very, very dangerous, out of the atom bomb, so. And this Biden, not like Donald Trump, he will keep quiet, he wants agreement and so on, so they managed, all these years they managed to develop all these things. So definitely Iran comes here with Biden, and this situation, Israel is under the exile of Edom. But from the other side, this is a sign that we are very close to the Messiah, because this is exactly what is called the pains of the labor, to say the pains, the labor pains of Messiah. This is the pains, it includes a lot of troubles in Basar, in Hebrew. You will have a lot of troubles Be'achrit Hayamim, in the end of days, right? And this is what you have today. And the purpose of all these troubles, the Jewish is written here, V'shavta ad Hashem Elokecha, return to God, your Lord. Repentance, V'shamata et chukav and v'satav, do and keep His commandments and statutes. Then you have Messiah, this is the word Messiah. Mashiach, Messiah. Then, very important message to Jews. Only by keeping the Torah, Shamata et chukav, returning to God, only then, in the end of days, you will have Messiah, Messiah of Son, of David, Messiah of Joseph. In fact, there is another Messiah, but you cannot see the full. It was his Mem Shin, says the Mercury. And such important table, exactly what is going on. You see, Israel have new government, got rid of the leftist one, right? Which was against the Torah. They have now most of the members of the Knesset now are people who are keeping Torah, believing God. But nevertheless, they are in exile. They have to do some Brits, will not be able to be the Ministry of Defense because they are worried. It's going to do troubles and there will not be a Palestinian state, no. And Netanyahu have to bow down to Biden. So, hoping that things will be changed, Jews will realize that only by keeping the Torah, and as we said, because Torah is the essence, the basis of Israel, and only by this they will get rid of these enemies of Israel, Edom and the Ishmael, the Arabs. And then, only then, peace and quiet, tranquility and happiness will prevail in Israel, in the whole world.